Hello everybody, welcome back to EAFC 25 with the Aston Villa career mode, and we are diving into a game against Bologna in the Champions League, and then we have a choice. We can either do Bournemouth or sim Bournemouth and then play Middlesbrough in the Cup, which is the Carabao Cup. I feel like we've got a chance of winning it, so it might be a chance to progress through in that one, but we shall see. We have upped the difficulty to legendary to give it a go against Bologna and whoever else we play in this episode. That is what we're going for. So yeah, and there's nothing else to really do than dive into it, get to match day. It's the Champions League, it's Bologna. Here we go then, taking on Bologna at Villa Park. Our first game on legendary in this save. This should be relatively interesting, I imagine, hopefully for the video anyway. But Carlson, I realised I've skipped the lineups and stuff like that, but Carlson for them in the number 10 role is actually the Champions League's top goal scorer at the moment, as Tielemans get this one's out wide to Maatsen. We've gone with an unchanged lineup, so Rodgers, let's go from the back. We've got Martinez in goal, we have Maatsen at left back, we have Ellis Yelert at right back. We have Konza and Pau Torres as our centre-backs. Onana, Tielemans and McGinn in the middle. And Ollie Watkins leading the line, obviously. We've got Rodgers on the left and Leon Bailey on the right. Oh, Maatsen nearly got through there. Bologna have got some good players. Yeah, Orsolini. Carlson, as I said, is the top goal scorer in the Champions League. So he's going to be a danger for them. And their striker's pretty decent as well. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But he does look like he is going to be pretty useful. So we're going to be a bit more patient playing on Legendary. We've got to really get these spaces opening up. That's a great ball down the line, though, to find Morgan Rodgers. Morgan Rodgers just trying to create the space. Great little Cruyff turn into the area, still holding on to it. Ollie Watkins is there. Misses him out, goes to McGinn. McGinn cuts that one back. Tielemans fancies a shot. Easy for Skorkowski in goal. Oh, terrible play out from the back from Bologna, nearly giving it away. Or they have given it away. Watkins with a shot, it's blocked. But yeah, also if I look a little bit different, I'm using my stand-up desk today. So yeah, that is a little bit different. Here is Leon Bailey just holding this one up. Good dummy run from there from Yeller, and Watkins could be in, but Bologna just holding on at the back at the moment. Porsche puts it down the line to Orsolini. Orsolini in a bit of place, gets round the attempted tackle there, and they're into the box. Good save, Martinez at that near post. It remains 0-0. Here is Carlson to take the corner for Bologna, as they've got a player going short. So we'll try and cut that out with Ellis Yelert, and we do. Ellis Yelert defends it really well and wins the goal kick. Lovely stuff. Maatsen coming forward, looking for a ball through to Rodgers, just offside. Oh, that felt like it was close as the ball is released. Yeah, you can see Rodgers trying to bend his run. His whole body is offside. Maatsen, who is getting a lot of joy on that left-hand side, picking up a lot of space, but yet to do anything really useful with the ball so far. But Aston Villa dominating this game, really. Not really giving Bologna a chance. That one was floated up towards Morgan Rodgers, but couldn't do anything with it. As Bologna looking to get a little bit of possession. Carlson into Pobega. The captain for Bologna. Carlson on it again. Miranda. He's going to look to go down the line, is he? Onana just uses his strength well, and Ellis Yeller, good composure, just to keep the ball and not give possession away easily. Tielemans into John McGinn. Konza spots Maatsen in a bit of space. That's not the best ball, though. I think it got held up in the wind. As Delinga looks to get through, but between, Pau Torres and Maatsen, they did cover it. And, oh my word, Konza takes it off the hands of Martinez. And was a bit lucky to get away with that one there. John McGinn, he's got two men for company. So, gives the ball off to... Oh, no, that's a terrible, terrible pass. He gets back. It's a very, very scrappy game, this in the Champions League. Obviously, Aston Villa drawing 1-1 with Bayern Munich in their last game. But before that, losing to Young Boys. As Elias Yeller looks to bring this one away. Onana does just about get there with the slide challenge, which meant that the pass wasn't the most accurate. But he gets on it again and feeds it out to Maatsen. Half an hour gone in this one as Maatsen comes forward with it. Morgan Rodgers has got a bit of space in front of him there. Oh, the pass is behind Watkins. Our final third play is awful today. Carlson gets around Elias Yeller really well. Lays that one back to Freuler. Freuler to Ferguson. Into Dalinga on his left foot. Holds it up. Back to Pogba. Oh, that's a really good ball to release Carlson, but he's offside. Watkins holds the ball up well and looks for Rodgers on the left. He's managed to stay onside this time. Little ball roll to try and create some space. Great run from Watkins into the box, but it's covered well by the defender. McGinn keeps it alive. Rogers tries to look square for Bailey. Watkins gets in the way of the clearance, but yeah, Bologna defending very, very deep. We're struggling to break through them. We might have to just try and go for a few more long ranges just to at least test the goalkeeper, as that's a very good crossfield pass to pick out Carlson, who keeps it in. Elias Yeller tried to win it back, but couldn't get a good touch on the ball as Miranda pushes forward from fullback, and Konza does well, not once but twice. And he's just going to try and clear his lines, and it's going to go out for a throw. Carlson again picking up a pocket of pace, finds Delinga. Pau Torres there with a good interception as Martinez looks up towards Matson, but half-time, 0-0, very scrappy. So no changes at half-time for either team, it appears. Definitely not for us. But Ferguson plays it out towards Carlson. Definitely has been one of their danger men in that first half. But yeah, they've not really tested Martinez. He had that one save at his front post. That's some good football to play through the press though, as Matson can just come forward and look to accelerate away. He's running out of options really. Tries to put it into the space for Rogers, and Rogers has got there. Rogers, oh, good tackle from the defender. I was just about to cut that back. And we do get an early corner in the second half. So John McGinn swings this one in, looking for Onana with a header. Oh, what a save. It's still in. Oh, the punch is cleared. Oh, that was Aston Villa's best chance. Onana, so unlucky. Great save from the goalkeeper as Matson picks this one up. He fancies having a shot from range. And Aston Villa piling on the pressure early on in this second half as Bailey releases McGinn. McGinn into the area, but couldn't get past Miranda, whose clearance is not great. Ellis Yeller runs into Carlson, and the momentum just appears to have gone from that move. Matson, great interception, releases Rogers. Rogers sees the run of Watkins, but just could not get the ball through. And that Bologna defence is standing firm at the moment as Delinga looks to launch a counter-attack. Good hold-up play from the centre-forward as Orsolini comes forward. A very good player, Orsolini. We're doing well, but yeah, our defence is being very solid. And Bologna's defence is being very, very annoying, to be honest. Watkins, lots of space out left for Rogers. Rogers coming forward with it as he got the pace. Rogers, oh, great tackle from Posh. Strong. Matson not hanging it around, taking it quickly, though, as Tielemans is there. Into Onana. Back to Tielemans. Matson on it. Matson's going to swing in across and win the corner. John McGinn on this corner again, floats into a dangerous area. Onana wins the header again. Defender clears it away though. And Bologna looking to hit Aston Villa on the counter-attack as Orsolini, who stayed high from the corner. Wow, he's swamped there. Really good defending again from Konza and Matson combined as Tielemans has it into Onana. Watkins dinks it out to the left towards Rogers, who's getting more involved in this second half. In it goes. Tielemans sees the run. Can he pick out Leon Bailey? No, he can't. And Ollie Watkins couldn't do too much with that one. Tielemans brings the ball down, but took too many touches. Onana, reverse pass to Watkins. Into Rogers. Couldn't squeeze it through the gap. And yeah, that defence is proving very hard to penetrate through in Bologna. So a host of changes then for Aston Villa. Ramsey, Duran, Bellingham and Digne all coming on. Watkins, Matson, I can't even remember who else I took off. And Pobega coming off as well. So yeah, a host of changes, fresh legs. Tielemans going off definitely in the midfield. Yeah, Matson at left back. Watkins off for Duran. We are sticking with the same shape up front as Morrow is in. The substitute just came on, but his shot is high, wide and not at all handsome. And you can see Aston Villa desperately want to keep the momentum going as Digne does pick up a little bit of space on this side. Nice touch into the feet of Duran. Duran gets it back. Up it goes again to Ramsey, who's come on to replace... Digne could be in here. Good first touch. Digne with a shot. Oh, it's past the post. But yeah, Rogers came off, sorry, to replace that. Look how close that was. I thought it was a good save. It was actually off the line from the defender. That was Onana's header from the corner. Really good defending. The goalkeeper was beaten, and the one time we beat him, they had a man on the line doing his job to absolute perfection. Oh, Bellingham, great steal of the ball high up the pitch, and Bellingham's got fresh legs. He does dig out across. Leon Bailey can't get there. Duran is a big lad. He could win this. He doesn't. Bellingham will keep that one alive, but couldn't get his header right. Onana into Bellingham. McGinn. Back to Bellingham again. Into Digne. Digne turns into a bit of trouble. Bellingham. Ramsey is just holding on to this one and invites Digne forward. Digne flicks it inside. Probably could have brought that down, but yeah, both teams looking to hit each other on the counter-attack. And it's Aston Villa who are having more joy of it at the moment as Duran looks through the middle. McGinn couldn't quite get the pass right. 8 minutes to go. Ramsey holds it up, looks for Digne on the overlap, but easily intercepted there by Posh as we go to the final 5 minutes of this game. Orsolini getting a bit more space as we push Digne up a little bit more. Orsolini into a good area. Can he put the cross in? No, he's ruled Pau Torres out though, and that's created space for Dalinga. Great save, Martinez. The Aston Villa goalkeeper there, keeping his team in it. That could have easily have been 1-0 there as Bellingham comes forward. He's got Leon Bailey making the run. Leon Bailey into Duran. Duran is offside. It would have been perfect for a 1-2. But Duran was just offside. Casale replaces Posh for Bologna. So 2 minutes of time added on in this Champions League game at Villa Park. It's a good tackle to get in there, but we couldn't quite get the ball through to Onana, as we just need to make sure we're not giving up any easy spaces. Orsolini runs down the line. Good tackle from Luca Digne. It is 0-0 in the Champions League, so not a disaster. I think we were the better team. Not bad for our first game on Legendary. So Torres put in a show-stopping performance today, looking at the number of successful tackles. Was it frustrating not to win? We'll console Torres there, because he had a really good game. Deserved to be on the winning team, I think, and a bit unlucky for him. McGinn didn't have much success in his parting. We'll downplay him. It's not just John McGinn, is it? It's everybody. You can't just blame one person. He's done a lot for the team at the moment. And we'll console Leon Bailey. He's having a tough time of it, Leon Bailey. I can't really get him in to games as I would like at the moment. Okay, so diving into the academy, I've called some people up to join our academy. We now have 2 goalkeepers, 2 fullbacks, 2 centre-backs. We have 4 ability players in central midfield. We have 3 wingers, with 2 of them being primarily on the left. And we have 3 strikers to choose from. So I think it's a good balance. Maybe we could release a striker and bring in another defender, because only having 4 defenders when most teams play 4 at the back is a bit interesting. Maybe another centre-back, I think, could be the option. But this is the sort of thing I want to do for the youth academy. So we can't just like hoard all the strikers or all the goalkeepers and things like that. So we'll be keeping an eye on all of them. We've got some training going on for every single one of them down here as well. But yeah, that's my plan for the youth academy. Let me know your thoughts on that. And if you're enjoying the series, leave a like, give us a comment and subscribe if you're new, because it's the best way to get the series out there, to be honest, and have other people interested in it. I'm absolutely loving it, really enjoying it. But that is what I wanted to just show you about the Youth Academy. We've called our scouts back. I'll send them out to different locations. There was also a call to have a look at the MLS, which we're going to go and do in the January transfer window as well. Next up is Bournemouth. We're going to sim this game against Bournemouth, and then we're going to go and take on Middlesbrough in the Carabao Cup, because I do think we've got a chance of winning the Carabao Cup this year. So we will sim this game against Bournemouth. We're going to give Rodgers a rest. We're going to give Jacob Ramsey a start in there. And I think we're going to give Barkley the start over Tielemans, just to give him a bit of a rest as well. Everybody else looks pretty good and pretty up for it. We could start Buendia, but I want to start him in the Carabao Cup, I think. So I think that's how we're going to go with the league game. Let's quick sim this against Bournemouth. And it's a 3-0 win. Maatsen getting a goal from left back. Watkins on the score sheet again. And Watkins getting another one. So he's really enjoying his time in our sim games. He really is. So the simulation games appear to be what's keeping us towards the top of the table. I don't mind that. John McGinn is suspended. Brilliant. Here we go then for the Carabao Cup. And I apologise again, I accidentally skipped the intro. But it's a completely changed team for Aston Villa for a trip to Middlesbrough in the Carabao Cup. Bogard, who did come on against Man United, I think it was, is actually getting a start in today's game in the Cup, which is good. And Jaden Filunge out here as well. Great little step over there to get past his man. Puts it in towards Ollie Watkins, who is one of the stronger players still in the team. We've got Boubacar Kamara starting in midfield, Tyro Mings and Diego, what's his name, playing at centre-back. Matty Cash back in at right-back. Lucas Digne starting at left-back. And Robin Olsen starts in goal for this one as Middlesbrough absolutely chucking men forward here. Bangura tries to put the cross in. It's covered well by Diego Carlos. That's the name I was trying to remember. As Joe Bellingham looks up towards Buendia, who started on the right. Lovely header inside towards Watkins. He has found Jade Phalange. His name isn't Phalange, but that's what I've called him. That's a Friends reference, isn't it? Phalange. There's no phalange on this plane. But a very good counter-attack there from Aston Villa. What can we do with this corner? It goes in towards Tyrone Mings. It's bouncing around and a volley away clears the danger. Joe Bellingham picks out a pass to pick out Jade again. Here is Jade. There's a man on the edge of the box. It's Bogard, the youngster. It's deflected. Oh, it'll go behind for a corner. I'm not too sure where Lennyman, getting his head on that, knew where that was going. But a decent effort from the young central midfielder in Bogard. We've got a corner here. I think it's Buendia that's going to swing this one in. It's headed away again. Very easily defended. And we can look to keep this alive. You can see Middlesbrough not pushing out much at all. As Jaden doing a very good job again on that side. But that's the keeper's ball. Bogard up to Digne. Jaden is there again. Watkins turns it on one more. Buendia on his left foot. What a save from Dieng. Really good save from the Middlesbrough goalkeeper. A flowing move from Aston Villa. It's what we're expecting to see from this Unai Emery team. And let's be honest, we've not seen it enough. As the corner comes in and Joe Bellingham going with his head. It will be a goal kick though. Just over the bar from Joe Bellingham. But yeah, this second string, well, mostly second string Aston Villa team is putting the pressure on Middlesbrough, who are struggling to get out of their own half. And when they do, they are attacking with pace. But Aston Villa seem to be covering it very well. Unai Emery insists that rotation is a key part of his season, and with the amount of games that Aston Villa have got in terms of the Champions League, 2 cups, the league, they are going to need a fair bit of rotation, I think, this season. Good tackle from Matty Cash to win that one back. Here is Buendia. Ollie Watkins into a bit of space. I mean, Lennyman went down so early that Watkins probably could have dodged that, but still ran into it. I'll tell you what, Jaden's having a fantastic game for us down the midfield on the left-hand side. Watkins, great turn, gets it back. Jaden shoots, it's a really poor finish. Went for the top corner, got it all wrong, but he is looking very, very positive in this Aston Villa team today. So the Carabao Cup is definitely a competition I would like to win and like to get quite far into. I think any sort of silverware is useful when you're starting out a new career mode. As Middlesbrough come forward here, great tackle there from Digne. Couldn't quite get the ball through to Bogard, but yeah, and this is a chance, right? This is the chance for the sort of more rotation option players to show Unai Emery what they've got. As Watkins comes forward, little heavy touch, but managed to get it back under his control. Watkins, nice back heel to Jaden, lays it off. Here is Bogard, the youngster shoots, good save from Dieng, a really good stop from Dieng that one, and Aston Villa starting to really take control of this game. Jones forward for Middlesbrough, tracked by Luca Digne. Digne couldn't quite get the tackle in. Smith. Middlesbrough having a good bit of possession here. Azaz on the edge of the area puts it in towards McGree. McGree shoots, good block from Diego Carlos. Middlesbrough's first real attempt in this game, and it's won them a corner. And it's going to be swung into the box by McGree, and Smith with a header over the bar. Tyrone Mings, good ball out to Jaden, who is having a superb game for Aston Villa in this first half. Here is Joe Bellingham, but he's tackled easily by Morris. Tried to do a little ball roll, didn't work. And Middlesbrough look to come away as we approach half-time. 5 minutes to go. And yeah, Middlesbrough growing in confidence. As Aston Villa haven't scored, they are certainly suggesting that their game plan is working here, as Luca Digne is just going to stretch his legs a little bit. You can play it into Bogard. Up it goes towards Jaden again. Jaden can put it back inside to Bogard, but the defender just got a touch on it. And that has been that, really, in this first half. A few seconds to go, you would suggest, as Middlesbrough come forward again. Oh, they've played a lovely 1-2 there to release Smith down the right-hand side. And maybe they're going to have a fairy tale ending to this first half. Luca Digne slid in to try and block a cross that never came. As Jones is there, Tyrone Mings puts in a good tackle. And Tyrone Mings will clear his lines. And it is half-time, 0-0. We've troubled Middlesbrough. They have had a couple of shots at Martinez. It's not been plain sailing, but the home team will be very happy to go in 0-0, I think. Second half underway. The home team kicking off in their red kit. Aston Villa playing in their away kit, but in white, I should say, in their away kit. But yeah, we dominated the game. Just have nothing to show for it, really. So I'm happy with the step up to legendary. I do think it's making the games a little bit more realistic, so to speak. As Cash, lovely run from Matty Cash, does manage to get his cross out as well. It is headed away. Buendia hasn't got the strength to win that one. Bogard gets up very well and finds Jayden, who gets a shot off. Wasn't that handball? Referee says no. Comes out to Joe Bellingham. Joe Bellingham just holds off his man and releases it to Watkins. Ollie Watkins shot blocked. And, oh, that's a nice touch from Kamara just to stop the through ball to the striker. And Middlesbrough look to break with McGree. McGree comes forward. We're just trying to encourage him to go down the wing, but he goes in field to Bangura, and Aston Villa for the first time this half are on the back foot as Bangura goes back to McGree. On the edge of the area is Azaz, and it goes to Berzong. Berzong holds it up. Back to McGree again, in towards Jones. Jones sort of bundles his way through. Good save from Olsen. The first time I said they tested Martinez, he's not in goal. They tested Olsen. And yeah, good save. 54 minutes gone, and Bakery Jatta is going to replace Isaiah Jones. And yeah, the first substitution for Middlesbrough as the cross comes in. Bogard's had a good game, actually. Bogard and Jayden have both had good games. As I was just trying to force my way through with Tyrone Mings there. Didn't quite work. Middlesbrough keep hold of the ball. They're certainly growing in confidence. Oh, Bergdog's in. Great tackle from Diego Carlos. To be fair, he's played really well as well as one of the more senior players coming into this one. Tyrone Mings has gone long towards Buendia. What a touch from Emi Buendia. And then the pass is just poor. The pass is poor, and it wastes a really good pass from Tyrone Mings and a really good piece of control from Emi Buendia. Bogard has got Digne on the overlap. Uses him, but then tries to go for a 1-2 that really wasn't on. Not too sure what I was thinking there. And here is Jatta, the substitute with the fresh legs. And you can see he's just sprinting away from Bogard, who's struggling to get back, the youngster. Jatta's sort of run to the corner and then has wasted the opportunity. Digne got a foot in, managed to get the ball away to Jayden. Jayden comes forward. There's a huge gap between Middlesbrough's midfield and defence, which we're going to look to exploit here. Watkins in towards Buendia. Over it goes one more to Matty Cash. Matty Cash tries to put a cross in. That is absolutely wank, Mr. Cash. Absolutely wank. Bogard up towards Watkins. Watkins cuts it back to Buendia. Buendia to Jayden. He's missed. Watkins scores on the rebound. We've got the goal that I think our play deserves. Jayden probably should have scored, but we don't mind Ollie Watkins getting the goal instead. It was a little bit of a mix-up from Middlesbrough. We intercepted a long ball forward. Their defence couldn't push up quick enough. It was Buendia into Jayden. Great save from the keeper, to be fair. And then Watkins on the rebound, as a good poacher should, fires it home. And Aston Villa making a couple of changes here. Two experienced players coming on to see this one out. Luca Digne off, Maatsen on, and Tielemans coming on for Kamara, which is going to see Bogard just drop back into his more favoured holding midfield role. Middlesbrough definitely going more attacking now as Tyrone Mings stops that move there from Jatta as Olsen goes long with the ball looking for Buendia. Couldn't make it work. Was he offside or is that a foul on Buendia? He was offside. Tielemans gets his head up and sees Matty Cash on the far hand side, but the wind got a hold of that one and takes it out of play. Obviously Yuri Tielemans fresh on the pitch. You'd expect him to be able to pick those sort of passes out, but the extra 5 kilometres an hour of wind helped that one go out of the playing area. And here come Middlesbrough with Morris. Up it goes to McGree. McGree twisting and turning, trying to give Matty Cash a bit of a headache as, Bogard's had a really good game for us in central midfield. I know it's Middlesbrough, but he has had a really, really good game. I'm happy with his performance. Jayden as well has had a really good game. Watkins holds it up, gets it through. Emi Buendia round the tackle. That's got to be a penalty, referee. How have you not given that? He was nowhere near the ball. Emi Buendia was through, round him and about to get a shot off, and the referee's bottled it against the lower league opposition. The referee has bottled it, maybe knowing the fact they're already 1-0 down. Maybe it's a bit of sympathy for them, but that feels like a bottled decision from the referee for sure, as Tielemans has been robbed by Jatta there, who is very quick, which is why I'm happy that we've brought on Maatsen for a bit of cover on that side. But we do need to mark up in the middle, please, boys, as Tyrone Mings has been pulled out. And Aston Villa, I was going to say, will feel very aggrieved if Middlesbrough score when we probably should have had a penalty. As Buendia's there. Lovely flick into Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins holds it up. I think Jayden is offside. He's gone for a little dink anyway. But with 2 minutes to go, it remains 1-0 Villa. Bogard wins the header again. He has had a superb game in central midfield. Tielemans puts that one square. Oh, Joe Bellingham. Very hefty challenge on him, but a very well-timed challenge. And Fours is just going to look to try and get through. There's a bit of wrestling going on there, and the referee has given a free kick to Middlesbrough in a good position. Are they going to try and take this one quickly? No, they've done the sensible approach. They're going to try and swing it into the box, I imagine, and they have, but it's towards the edge of the area, but it's not worked out for them because Watkins can turn, and Watkins has Buendia giving him a run in front. Here is Emi Buendia. Just trying to hold this up and create a space, but it's full time. Aston Villa go through 1-0. A goal from Ollie Watkins. That man cannot stop scoring at the moment. So Jadon Philogene was what we got. Is that his name? Philogene? I think it's Philogene. Got 4 shots off today. I thought he was really good. For a youngster stepping into the team for the first time, real first time this season, I thought Jadon Philogene did really well. And it was positive for the team that he came in. Yeah, we're going to keep celebrating his performance as the youngster did very, very well. Giving us something to think about as an option to come on to replace Morgan Rogers. Maybe it doesn't have to be Ramsey every single time. And Matty Cash, Matty Cash did well. He sort of lost his first team spot at the moment to the new signing Elias Yeller, but I think there's still a role Matty Cash can play. And that sees us to the end of October, which is excellent. We do have some positional changes for the youth team as well. So you are now a cam, so that gives us one less striker and gives us another midfielder, which is exactly what I said I wanted to do, to be honest. So we're going to train you as a shadow striker just to get that shooting and finishing up as much as we can for those sort of players. We've got a couple of unread messages in here. Courtney Howes, your time will come, although it will probably be for another team. And Bogard, keep working at the game. Outstanding. The win's what I'm happy about. Let's go outstanding. You did really well, Lamadi Bogard. Very happy with how he played in the game. Right, that moves us into November. And let's see who is coming up in the month of November. It's another big month, if I remember rightly. So we have Spurs in the league, then we take on Club Brugge in the Champions League, and then Liverpool away. So we'll do all 3 games in the next episode, and then in 2 episodes time we'll do Palace and Juve, because I think both of those will be good. And then we head into the absolutely manic month of December, where we'll probably play Chelsea, sim Brentford, sim Southampton, play Leipzig in 1 episode. And then we'll see what we want to do here, which is probably sim Forest, play City, play Newcastle, and sim Brighton. I think that's probably what we're going to do. And then we head into the January transfer window. And again, January doesn't ease off with the amount of games either, does it? And then February gets a little bit more normal, to say the least. Do we know who we've got in the Cup? Do we know who? Oh, we do. It's Bournemouth. Is that Bournemouth in the FA? Yeah, the Carabao Cup, we'll be playing Bournemouth. So we'll have to figure out that game as well. Maybe it'll be sim Forest, play Bournemouth and Man City, and then do another episode in December. We'll have to figure all that out. But if you are enjoying it, please do leave a like, subscribe if you're new, leave me a comment down below to let me know how you think you're going and who are you managing in EA FC 25. But for now, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.